Hello, my lovely Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for November 2024. This is a general reading for you, my lovely Sagittarius. It's a reading also for Sagittarius Sun, Rising and Moon sign. If you'd like to book a private reading with me that's specific to you, you can follow the link below to my website and book that reading from there. Also, a shout out for my yearly readings that I have posted. I have now posted yearly readings for 2025. If you would like to have your own personal yearly projection, you can also find that link below and you can book that via my website. It is a limited time offer. It's available till the end of January 2025. So if that's what you're desiring, make sure you don't miss out. My lovely Sagittarius, I've been meditating on your energy, your channeled message for the month of November. I just feel like there's some major changes coming in around you in November. There's either news of something that is going to change some aspects of your life, how you do things, what additions are coming in for you. There's also, for some of you, a review of your work, where you're working, and I'm feeling like there's some sort of offer or some sort of side track. So if you're feeling like you're going down a particular path, there may be a little bit of a detour, there may be some other opportunity that comes up for you. Nonetheless, it's going to bring in some pretty major changes around you in the way you work. And I feel a lot of it's got to do with those Sagittarians that are working. There's some sort of opportunity, there's a major change that's coming in around you. There's something that is a proposition that may be put to you, something that you may be choosing to take on. There's something that's coming up here for you. I like that. If you're in a relationship, there's a deepening of that relationship. There is a solidifying of that relationship. There is huge potential in that relationship, in an increased commitment or a deeper understanding. If there's a relationship situation that you're looking for, that you're seeking, there is an opportunity to have that come about for you. That may be one of the detours, that may be something that's filled with potential for you, that may bring in these big changes around you. Nonetheless, it is going to be a month of surprises, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I feel like the surprises are filled with opportunities. So I like that. Okay, let me see. Let's discover what is part of your totem. Here it is. So what have we got? You've got the sea otter. You see, it's time to be productive. It's time to build. And often, otters build blocks in dams. They build blocks to stop the water flow, the water banks up. It's also about what blocks are in you. What blocks do you have that need to be released, that need to be let go of? Is it some sort of limitation that you have on yourself? Is it that glass ceiling that you put on yourself? I can only go so far and then that's it. What blocks are there for you and why are they there? How did they come about? What needs to be pulled down? And the otter builds these walls, these blocks that bank up the water, which is emotion as well. And then that gets pulled down and they'll build something somewhere else. Interesting. Let's see what the word is for the otter. Transformation. Well, there you go. I mean, isn't that what I said to you? That it's a month of major changes, big transformations that are coming in around you. But it's also about looking at what blocks are there, what needs to be pulled down in order for you to move forward, in order for you to fulfill your goals and what you're wanting to achieve. So there's some changes, and there's some changes as well. It's around you. For some of you, it's also in your personal life. And it doesn't mean a relationship's going to fall apart, but it may mean that the workload in the relationship may change. The roles in the relationship may change. You may need to do more in a relationship, or maybe you're doing too much and you need to do less and have a fairer outcome in that situation. Who's meeting someone? There's also a potential to meet a significant other in the month of November. Interesting month. Let's now create the Celtic cross and let's see what is there for you for the month of November. November 2024 for Sagittarius. Let's see. Is there for Sagittarius? Okay, one more. There we are. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see what's coming about here. And it is a sort of an energy of transformation. And an energy of water, which is interesting because you've got the otter, the sea otter. And there's a lot of water here as well. You've got the Seven of Water. And so this is really about reviewing. This is about, well, what do you need to change? What do you need? What attitudes, behaviours, blocks? What do you need to get rid of? What do you need to turn your back on? The old way of thinking, the old you. What are you needing to shed? And so there's something here that you're reviewing and that you're turning your back on. You're walking away. You're moving forward. You're moving to a better situation. You're moving to a more positive situation. This is also to do with opportunities that are presented to you. There's something new here that is going to be filled with potential for you. I like it. I like it. The Nine of Air is any ideas that you've had, anything that you have said about, they will start to formulate, they will start to come about. The word of warning here is, however, don't get yourself stuck. Don't overthink. Don't be overwhelmed by the changes that are coming in. Don't be overwhelmed by what you know you are wanting to establish. Because it will come about, but you need to have it move. You need to have it take flight. Don't get stuck in your thoughts. Don't get stuck. You know, sometimes when you overthink things, you paralyze yourself. Don't do that. Don't just look at the potential in things. But mind you, it's crossed with the sun. And so to me, that's not a big deal because this November is filled with potential. It is filled with possibilities. It is filled with good fortune. There is nothing standing in your way but you. Nothing standing in your way but you. And that's that transformation. What's your block? The sea otter. What's your block? What needs to be let go of? No longer needed. Not necessary. Not necessary, because there's a lot of potential that's coming up here for you. A lot of potential that's coming up here for you. I really like it. The sun is filled with possibilities, with growth and with expansion. You've also got the Queen of Earth, my lovely Sagittarius. And so the Queen of Earth is, let's be practical. Both feet on the ground, let's be practical. Let's look at, rather than being fiery and moving forward and just let's think about this. Let's be in control of our thoughts. Let's know what we want to establish. There is big changes coming in, but you're desiring those changes as well. There's a change in situation. It could be financial. It could be to do with work. It could be a renovation. It could be a move of home. You know what you're wanting to establish. You know what you're wanting to achieve. Maybe work doesn't quite suit you. The hours are too long. You need to work in a different way to release more time. But you know, you're able to really analyze that this month. You're really able to look at the potential in things because it is a month of changes. And so it is in your capacity to rearrange things so that they better suit your life and what you're wanting to do with your time as well. You've also got the Four of Water. I like this. The Four of Water. This is about, you know, what are your inner desires? What are you wanting to achieve? You've achieved a lot, but what else is there? What else do you want to achieve? What else do you want to do? What else do you want to fulfill? Is there a further study that you want to undertake? Is there making someone aware of what you do in your work? A new project that's coming in here for you as well. A new business that you want to start. What ideas do you have? It's going to be different for all of you. But what ideas do you have that you want to create, that you want to bring in? Extra things you want to do. I like it. I like it. Because you've also got the Five of Air. It's rising above situations, rising above any sort of, there may be things that need to be dealt with, but you rise above it. You work it out. It could be, this is the ho-hum card for me. It's a card of, sometimes in the home, something breaks down, then something else breaks down, then something else breaks down. If it doesn't rain, it pours. That's that sort of card, but there's help there. There's help there for you. So you either get professionals to do some work around the place, repairing things, overcoming situations. There's help that's there for you. This is not something that you're going to be finding difficult or you're going to be stuck in. You will rise above any situation that comes about. You've also got the Eight of Fire. And the Eight of Fire is about moving forward, you've learnt a lot about what's gone on in the past. Could be to do with work, could be to do with living arrangement, could be to do with dealing with others. There's a lot that you've learnt. So it's not about taking everything with you, but taking the wisdom with you. What strength? Look at the panda. What strength do you have? What have you learnt from the past? What actions have you taken and you've learnt from them and you are able to move forward? You've also got the Page of Fire, a lot to do with fire. This is your sign. This is where you feel most comfortable in. So once you've sort of sorted out what you're leaving behind and what you've learnt and how much wiser you've become, you then start setting new goals. And setting these goals, you're being strategic. It's things that you feel passionate about. You've got the Moon, so it's things that you've really thought about, you really feel enthusiastic about. It's being creative about what you're creating and putting together. How do you want to move forward? What does your future look like? You're in a position of creating that, because you've also got the Two of Fire, because what does that open up? Once you set your goals, the opportunities will appear. Once you set your goals, the opportunities will appear for you to make your choices. And which direction do you want to move in? What do you want to undertake? How much effort are you prepared to put in? How much time are you prepared to put in? What is the exchange for that? Big changes coming in for you. You've also got the Six of Earth. It's about creating some space. Also be earth, not be so, there's a practical element to you. There's a practical element to you. The deer horns or the elk horns, that creates space, that creates movement. It creates space enough for you to bring in an increase in abundance. Processing. There's an increase in finances that's coming up around you, something that you're laying down some foundations to. So there's opportunity here for an improvement in your finances. You've also got the Four of Air. And the Four of Air is then about, okay, now I need to reflect. So it's about slowing things down. Towards the end of November, you slow things down. You find some space for yourself. You have space to process, to think about how you want things to be, how you want things to work out. It's really clarifying, getting that space created. A lot of thought. There's also a lot of thinking about how you are communicating. How do you communicate to others? How are you getting things done? The written word, you're finding that mental peace so that you can process, having that space. See, this is about space with the elk horns. It's about space, but then you're also needing to just withdraw, go for walks, process, remain calm, even-keeled. To remain even-keeled is really important here for you. I like that. A lot of potential. It's an interesting month here for you, my lovely Sagittarius, because I feel like there's opportunities that are there, but they're opportunities that you realise you want. And those changes are going to be very beneficial for you. It could be that you're working too much and you need some time, you need some space, you need to work a little less. There's other things that you want to do. There's a balance that you want to achieve. Oh, 2 cards came out. Let's see what that is. Yeah. Okay, so it's about awakening. Oh, my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. And this is about being woken up, even just from being a sheep, following everybody else, doing things like everybody else does. Find your own path. Find your own way of doing things. Sometimes you get so caught up in this is just what you do. You get into this routine that you never stop to think about how can I do this differently? How can this work for me? You never stop to think that. And then you've also got receiving, and you've got this beautiful sun. You see, you have the sun here, positivity, right up early in the month. So it's going to be a very good month for you. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. And that's where you need to find your space. That's where you need to create space and process. But it's all there for you to receive. Look at the sun, the bird taking flight. See how it repeats itself? I like it. So good. I like that. That's fabulous. My lovely Sagittarius, what an exciting month filled with potential to change things. I like it. I wish you love, light and many blessings. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book it from there. If you'd like to book your own personal yearly projection for 2025, you can also find that via my website, but that's a limited time offer only, available till the end of January 2025. Blessings to you, my lovely Sagittarius.